Hello YouTube, I'm here to do a review on some water leak detectors I got off of eBay. It is the 3-pack Insta IN07A water leakage detectors with a sound alarm. You get 3 for $19.95 delivered to your door. One of my detectors went out. I keep these by my water heater, washing machine, under the sinks. Great thing to have. Some people might say, "Hey, why have a detector? It can't stop the leak." But that's like saying, "Why have a fire alarm or a smoke alarm in your house? It's not going to put out the fire." I found these things to be wonderful, especially by the washing machine. In case it back floods or something, it will notify you. Under the sink, you have a small leak, and you're able to know about the leak long before it rots out the underside of your sink or something like that. So great things to have around. I think they're almost just as important. They're not going to save your life as a smoke alarm, but they're really important and will save you a lot of money, especially by your water heater. If it happens to bust or spring a leak, which they do, you'll know about the leak going on before you have a full-blown situation all over your floor. Like I said, these were 3 for $19.99. Let me grab this other one real quick. Okay, sorry about that delay. Okay, here we go. I bought these because they were really cheap. Average price is about 12 bucks, but you get 3 in the pack. They come with 3 batteries, which is really good. The alarm, and this is a kind of a detached system where you have a cord. The alarm doesn't fit on here. And the reason I'm kind of showing this, because I want to show you this real quick. These are one of my older ones, and it's not old by any means, but I like this better because the contacts are right in the bottom and it attaches. Now you can detach this just by lifting that out and put your alarm in one place, put that on the thing, but don't really need to do that unless, like you said, you need to you can co-locate it, or you can remotely locate the alarm itself. But I find it best, if I can get this back in here real quick, in most cases you can just put it under your sink, sit it like that. Takes a 9-volt battery, and the contacts, like I say, are right there on the bottom, so it makes contact right with the floor directly. Now these ones that I got, the new ones that I got, the what are they called, the IN07As. Like I said, there's no way to put that on there. This is top. Let me turn it right side up. Cord comes out the top, pretty long cord, and then you have this little plate. I'm gonna pull that. You have this little plate. This plugs into that, and I've modified this one, so I'm gonna show you from one that's not modified. There's that. Turn it right side up again. Has a suction cup on the back where you can suction cup this, and also has screw holes here, and you get a couple little screws, and I think you can use that 2 different ways. I think you can take the back plate and screw it to the wall if you need be, or if you can suction cup it, or you can just leave this. I don't see why you need to mount it to a wall or something, like I say. I mean, you can, but that is a wonderful functionality. But here's the problem with this. I look at it as a somewhat of a design flaw. You see that contact, and you see this plate. That plate is about 1.66 millimeters thick. This fits into here, and hopefully, I'm going to try to zoom in. Maybe we can get it better if I zoom in. If you see that, push this plate down as much as possible. There's more than 1.6 millimeters between the floor, say that's the floor, and the contacts, which are these two metal contacts right here. So you got to get, oh gosh, probably close to 2 millimeters of water on the floor or whatever before this alarm goes off. That's not really a good design. I don't know what they were thinking. Again, unlike this one, the model WA08, which is definitely a better way of doing it. Like I say, if you look at that from there, it's right on the floor. It's flush with the floor. So if it's under the sink, it's making direct contact with the floor. Soon as there's a little bit of wetness, the alarm goes off. You know that you have a leak. You know that something's going on under there with your drain or whatever it might be, or a pipe. But I don't know what someone was thinking there. I mean, 2 millimeters of water on the floor before you know anything. The water could flow and be absorbed into the floor, whatever. Now on this one, same unit, I made some modifications on it. So there's a way around it, somewhat. If you notice, I took that X-Acto knife and I notched the plate out a bit. And this is the plate that I notched out on the right hand side, so that on the contact here, you can actually push up on this thing and you can slide this thing all the way out. See that? It comes all the way out. You're not going to get shocked. It only make an alarm. Matter of fact, but like I said, you can slide that down. So now what I do is I notch that plate out. I can put that in there. I can push. Let me see if I can get it where I want it here. Okay, there it is. I push down, and now you see that the metal contacts, matter of fact, I can push them down even further, or I can push down even further, but it's beyond the bottom of the plate, so that this plate, when it sets under the sink, and all it needs to do is sit there, it will make contact with the floor and go off as soon as there's some wetness detected. Again, I'm going to show you this again, the difference in the two. Put that one back on there. And like I say, you can see on the one on the left, I mean, you got, probably a little bit over 2 millimeters of water on the floor before this one makes contact, and this one's been pushed out. So like I say, you have to be careful, but if you take an X-Acto knife or something and notch this out so you can push, and this will push through, you can make contact. That's basically it. The only other thing I'm going to show you is kind of the difference, which is no big thing. Just with my finger, how loud it is. That's really loud. And this one makes a different sound, but either way it's a sound, and that's what you need to know that, hey, there's a leak somewhere. So that is it. I just kind of want to show that. Here's some of the paperwork. You get a 1-year warranty with these. If that accounts for anything, you probably just end up throwing it away. You get a little instruction manual thing here, which, like I say, is no biggie, and they all came in this little box. So it's an excellent deal, but on the other side of it, there's a little bit of a design flaw. Hope this helps anyone out. Again, I do encourage people to buy water detectors. That way you know when something has gone wrong under your sink, by your water heater, in your bathroom, in your washroom, where your washing machine or whatever. They're a great thing to have. They have saved us many times when something goes wrong. And also, I just mentioned, make sure to get smoke alarms in your homes. Your life depends on it. Y'all have a blessed day and have a good YouTube day. Bye-bye.